Hello again, golfers. This is Dean with golfallyear.com, and I would like to talk today about a method that I like to use to read the greens on Optishot. Give you some of the tips that I do. You may have some other ideas, but this has worked really well for me of late, and I'd like to share it with you. So what this is this is similar to the aim point method of reading greens used by many pros. You might see it, the aim point express method, where they hold up fingers and they stand and feel the slope. You try to gauge the slope of the green, and then based on the degrees of slope, you give it a number, and that number is how many fingers you'll hold up, and then you kind of look at the hole and figure out where to putt it. So it gives you an aiming point. And so what I do with this, I'm on the green here, and Optishot kind of helps you out a little bit with reading greens. That you will see that the green is divided up into a graph or a chart here. You can see the lines running both vertically and horizontally along the green. That's one thing. They also color code it green. If you see green lines, that kind of tells you that it's a straight putt. Red lines tells you it's an uphill putt, and blue lines tell you it's a downhill putt. You can also see the rolling balls. The balls will roll the way it is sloping. And so let's take a look at this putt right here. You can see that there's green lines, so that means it's a fairly straight putt. You can also see that there's a ball rolling right across in front of my ball. You can see my ball is right here. Okay, so there's my ball. You can see these balls right here. This ball rolling right in front of my ball. That will kind of tell me the slope. And you can see that there'll be another one right here. Another ball rolling this direction. You can see all the different slopes of the green. How fast the ball is rolling, that will tell you how fast a slope or how much of a slope it is. And so what I like to do with this is I want to give these rolling balls a number, a numerical value, and that will relate to the number of clicks that I'm going to move my cursor. And so what I do is I look at the lines that are in front of my ball. You can see that this ball, I would say, is rolling as it comes down here. You can see that's about a 1, I would say, on my chart. You can see this one up here is more like a half, okay, and it's kind of going the opposite direction. If you click forward, you can see the green more, and you can see the different balls, but make sure you put it back to putter. But right here, you're looking, and what I would probably do with this putt, this is about a 9-foot putt. I would say it's about maybe 1 click, maybe a half a click to the right. And so what I'll do is I'll half a click it, okay, like so, to the right, and now it's a 9-footer. And what I've found with putting with the Optishot is that you want to err on the side of light as opposed to hitting it too hard. And so what I do is I try to just bring it, start my putter in front of the back sensor, and then I bring it back across the sensor and through the distance that I want to hit it. And so this is a 9-footer, so I'll bring it just past the sensor and not have much follow through at all. So let's see if I can make it. Okay, let's take a look at another putt here. This is a little bit longer putt. This is 23 feet, and so how I'd read the green quickly and easily would be I look at each of these marks, each of these lines crossing in front of my ball, and I'd look at the rolling ball. So I'd give this about a 1 maybe, and then looking at this one, that's probably a 1 also rolling. And then this one is probably looking more like a half. I can get closer and look. Yeah, that's probably a half. So I add it all together as I go. I add all those together. And what I'm looking at is probably 1, 2, maybe a half. It's going to go to the left. It's going to go to left, so I'll move my cursor to the right 2.5 clicks. 1, 2, another one. A little half there. And then I will putt. Let's see how we do. You can also take a look at this if you want. This shows that you're 5 inches above the hole, but it looks pretty straight because it's green. And so I'm going to err on the side of being short always, especially with the blue lines behind it. That means it's going to go pretty fast when it gets by the hole. So let's see how I do. Oh, almost, pretty close. So that's the 23-footer. Let's take a moment and show you some more difficult putts.